Hi, it is the human operating system time again. So I have received questions asking me that is it true that human operating system is a competitor or create to compete with mindfulness meditation, yoga, qigong, and so forth? This is a very good question. So from me, no. Human operating system or HOS is not created to compete with mindfulness meditations or yoga or qigong. It is not, and it is not created to compete with those smartphone meditations app or application either. It is not. So what is this? Human operating system actually is the base, the base of qigong, yoga, mindfulness meditations, and even the smartphone meditation apps, because this is from the common denominator of at least 1,500 years of the basic stuff which is the ancient Chinese had practiced, and they know how thing works. That is the technology. So right now, if you look at that, all those you say mindfulness meditations, yoga, qigong, this computer or the smartphone apps, meditation apps, all of them is getting into a time that they need a platform so that it can go progress, continuous progress forward. And this has to exist, okay? Otherwise it will go scattering around, like we can see now, okay? People say, oh, mindfulness may do this, mindfulness may do that, or you know, you just meditate, you think different thing and so forth, then you'll be able to have a more intelligent and so forth, or distressed. Why is that true? The fact is not true, because we can see it clearly from the calmness awareness map. This is the calmness, this is the awareness. Okay, when you talk about distress, meditation, and so forth, this is the -1, say -2, this is 1, this is 2. Okay, when you talk about distress meditation, you know it's from this side to here, from the negative side of the calmness axis to get to the positive side or zero side. Those are for distress. And if you want to talk about the get higher IQ, you're talking about something here, or higher EQ, you know, the EQ, higher EQ stuff, or more focus. You're talking about some meditation here. Okay. So you know that this thing over here is not going to solve this problem over here. And as what I mentioned the other day, from here get to, say, from -1 get to 0, that will be a delay time. Okay, a delay time here. It's not going to go, I meditate, I instantaneously get that. No, there's a delay time even if the technique is proper. Not to mention if the technique is not proper. For example, you're really tired already. your stress level go high. You say, well, go to meditate. Okay? Does it work? Or you better go to sleep. Okay? So you see, what does calmness and awareness map? It be able to tell us this much. And it solved the issue that today's meditations, everybody say, oh, this may do this, that may do that. You pay attention to your breathing. Well, how you pay attention to your breathing? If you are here, okay, if you are here, you want to de-stress, you pay attention to your breathing. You know that in stress is going to cause breathe to harder breathing. What if the kids, the youth, in elementary school, you want them to count their breathing, they have asthma. You're going to cause them even issue. Okay? Over here, you know, when you get to here, forget about all this counting breath and everything. So this is physical element, this is mind element, this is the breathing element, this is energy, neural element. You need to handle this. And then you need to shut the whole thing down. Because at this stress level, have we get into really angry stuff? The mind isn't working, the breathing is not working properly, the energy is just go running wild at that time. What can you do? You try to force those things when they go wild, and then we have no idea they exist there. And we just have one idea, counting your breath. Visualize your body. How the hell doing that? We better walk out from that place. Okay? Or the kid is better go calling the mom. Say, Mom, I don't feel good. Can you please help guide me or talk to me? Okay? Serious stuff. You cannot expect one solution. Oh, you do mind scanning. You do visualization. You cannot do those kind of stuff to try to like a magic bullets try to handle all this issue. Okay, so that's why this is OS. Okay, HOS, the human operating system. Okay, other than that, I want to show you something really even deeper on why I think this HOS has to get back to this era. Okay, yes, get back to this era. Now, before I share with you guys this, I am not saying poor is better than rich, and I am not saying rich is better than poor either. Okay, make that clear. Okay, rich, is that good? Sure, it's good. Rich, if you have a lot of money, you can do a lot of things to help people. However, if you have a rich CEO which have a high blood pressure and still have to go to the board meeting, well, is that rich good? Now, is that poor good? I'm a diabetic type 1. Okay? This is my my continuous glucose meter. Have you ever seen people in the pharmacy? They cannot afford the insulin because they need to feed their kid. You think poor is good? That is sad. We need to take care of people in those situations. You can ask the pharmacist when people look at their insulins, because we need to use insulins daily to keep us alive. You can ask the pharmacist there when people see their bill on insulins, when they don't have this medical insurance and so forth, how they do. Okay, some of them even have to put back their whatever they bought from the grocery. Okay, so poor is not good. But then if you look at in the YouTube, you see that the guy who is poor would like to share with people without even have to think. They feel happy sharing. Well, so there's a happy part. They don't think so much about, hey, like a CEO in a board meeting, even have a goddamn high blood pressure speaking, getting up, I have to hold on because it's a fight in the board. Okay? So for me, I don't say who is good or bad because this is important. I don't want people to misunderstand me. Again, I'm not the guy who romancing ancient, okay, romancing ancient or romancing futuristic. For example, I used to tell people and always tell people, even if the Buddha, Gautama Buddha is here today, if he needs to use an iPhone or smartphone, he still has to learn how to use a smartphone. Disregard of how enlightenment he is, he needs to learn how to use a smartphone. Okay? If he needs to drive a car, he needs to know how to learn. He needs to learn how to drive a car. So I'm not romancing the past. As for the future, or even I do all this modeling about the meditations and so forth, which can get into the machine learning. Well, can any machine or the artificial intelligence mimic humans' intuitions? Can you do that? Let the machine understand humans' needs. You can, okay? So rich, poor, future or ancient, I have no preference. What I believe in is to do the best to get the best, because you only have this much card to play. And if you want to play cards, you better know how to play the cards. Okay? So that's important. Now, let's look at the model of the so-called intellectuals today and say 1,200 years ago in China. The intellectuals, how did they learn? What did they learn? What is their life, their living, their learning? Okay, today, this is about making a living. Okay, this is the education today, 2018. Okay, making a living. So the life is making a living, and then some part over here might be entertainment, might be sport, might be religion. This is today. Okay. Now, on the other side, 1,200 years ago, say at that time in China, Tang Dynasty, at that time, which is when the China is really like the United States today, okay? There are three parts. First is the making a living. The second part is the moral of the human or how human behave. The third part is the maintain or development of mind and body. So this is say 100, 200 years ago. Okay? You look at this two model. Okay? Over here, everything is about making money. Who is richer? Who is who get private jets? Is the guy? Okay, is a successful guy, so-called successful guy. Over here is they are making a living, but it is more into the human side, into the mind, body development, and maintenance. Okay, so there's three parts here. And over here, you have entertainment, sport, or religion here. Now over here, religion is a part of this guy, over here, religion, okay? Or you can put it a part of here, religions over here, okay? Now, where is the HOS? It is this part. This is HOS. This is what I I want to bring it back to today. Because over here, there are some people in even the Silicon Valley, when they move out from the Silicon Valley, they tell me this, Hendrik, there's no life here. You can see all these, what we call it, the high-tech company have the light turned on all night long and people still working. Okay? So they say, well, it's no life here. I'm going away. I go to other states. Okay, I have many friends like that. Okay? And then over here, sure, you know, beside the working will be entertainment. You go back to entertainment, you go to do entertainment stuff, or somebody doing sport, you know, somebody doing video games, somebody say, well, I just want to go religion. Okay? Now, then you have something here, meditations is here. Meditation is here. Okay? And it might link to religions. Okay, it's here. Okay? Now, and then right now you got this smartphone meditation app is between this boundary. Okay, half business, half is the entertainment or the religious part and so forth. Okay, here. If you notice that none of this thing address the maintenance and development of the human body and mind. None address the 4 layers has to be taken care of. In fact, we have the 4 layers. Okay? So, this is a modern world, 2018. This is 1,200 years ago. We got a problem here. We got a problem here. Because if we don't have this part, then this is all very high speed, fast track, working to make a living, you know, have a better and better car and so forth. But one might, you know one's a handphone or smartphone more than one's body. Okay? No kidding. One might know one's iPad more than one's body. One might know one's iPad operating system more than one's body. Okay? So that's the situations. And again, I'm saying this, I'm not saying that this is good. I'm not saying this is bad. Okay, so this is good here. Why is good here? This thing make it more effective, more scientific. Okay, because this is money, making money. Okay, high tech, new tech. You want to get it out within 6 months so that you can make a lot of money, you know, and become successful and so forth, so forth. Okay. Over here is more let down, and then it because it's not about not that focus on this making money, making living stuff. In general, it become not that scientific because it's like, oh, you know, this is okay, you know, this slow down. So it's like the life in the Silicon Valley where we expect something can be done in 1 week, but outside Silicon Valley, in other place might thinking, well, I need to do that in 6 months. It's always that case. Okay, so do I know how the future the educations or the models? I don't, but I know for sure this has to come back, because this part is actually draining life force. Okay, you look at the PhD student, yeah, doctor student prepare for thesis, everything, get nervous and so forth, because they try to get this what they call it, the advanced knowledge in their career, in their making a living. However, they don't take care of their body, and you can guarantee that. You can almost guarantee that people who study their heart and stress after they are 40-year-old, then the health start to catch the tear and wear start to catch up with them. Okay, and then you will face high medical costs and all kinds of stuff. Okay, and also worker, if they don't know how to handle their stress and so forth, when they get over 40-year-old, it's going to catch up. So we need this here. Okay, how is this going to become the model? I don't know. Okay, but I show you this is the model here, and that is the reason why I want to bring this this human operating system in. And is it good to live here? Sure. Well, I have my Dexcom continuous glucose meter here. I get insulin here. If I'm not living here, probably I'm dead already. You couldn't see me. But I cannot continue living here. Like if I want to eat, I always grab my insulin. I practice things here so that to manage my body, my mind, my stress, my sleep. Because I cannot rely on, because I want to eat, so I count my carbohydrate, and then right away, okay, I need 5 units, inject 5 units, and then sit down there like the Garfield, okay? I don't want to do that. The Garfield, the cat, the lazy cat. I want to use this because I'm human. I don't want to get controlled by insulin. Well, I need insulin to survive, but I do not want to get controlled by insulin. But if I'm living here, I'm dead because there's no insulin, right? So there's pro and con there. But the thing is that for the people, okay, for the people, if you don't have human operating system educations for the younger generations, and then you have this AI stuff, and then everybody thinking making living, you can predict what's going on, okay? So if you have a world like that, like today, you have this is all the making a living, and then you have AI here, okay? How is this AI is growing and to compete, and then your human do not know how to maintain and develop or to handle their well-beings, and then how are we going to survive on this thing? You can predict that, okay? And also, you said there's APP, digital APP, digital meditation APP. When it doesn't even be able to know that about, when it did not be able to know which solution is needed, because it doesn't have this calmness and awareness map. What good is those meditation APP? Well, it fit into entertainment more, and then it fit to here too, because there's a business. You need to make fancy meditations and claim and so forth. And another way is in the entertainment side. Okay, relax and so forth. But it doesn't solve the issue because unless we have the calmness awareness map and the 4-layer model, you cannot solve it. Okay? And I mentioned this thing. I'm not genius like Nicholas Tesla. I just summarized what happened 1,500 years ago until today. What is the bottom line of the common denominator? Okay? So if we want to teach our youth, our kids, if we don't teach them the HOS part, what are we going to teach them? They're going to going down and say, oh yeah, I'm going to get a PhD. I'm going to work really hard to make money so that I'm success in my living. Or it's tough to make a living. For some people, it's really, really tough, okay, because we are born unequal. That's why I think we need to help people, like what I mentioned to you just now, people who cannot afford insulin and they're born diabetic type 1. We need to help them, right? So right now, boil down to human operating system, that's what it is. And it has to do with this model, okay? And speaking of this, I can share with you one thing. This month ago in China, mainland China, so there's this super rich guy saying to people, say, well, you know what? And this is on YouTube. AI is good. AI take away job which is not supposed to do by human anymore. Anyway, so another super rich guy said, hey, stop the bullshit. You check China history. Years ago, the textile, the textile, making the clothing, those kind of factory, is filling and people's job, making a lot of job for people in China. But since they have a better, efficient business or manufacturing, today's textile, the making clothing, those kind of industry in China, how many percent of the worker is working in that industry? So this guy is saying that whenever you got a better business model or more efficient factory control, that means people lose job. Okay, so they are like in the debate in the air. Okay. So my question is this. My question for people like that is, okay, so you guys big boss, what are you going to do about it? Okay. What are you going to do about it? Of course, the guy who, if the guy whose life is only in this making a living part, and they are rich and they are successful, how should they care? But for most of us, it's not belong to that group. Are we going to run down our body, compete with the AI? It can be our kids, everybody, anybody, okay? So that's why I want to bring the HOS in. So we know our limitation, what we can do that day, what we cannot do that day. We need to know, and then the entire world have to be aware of that. No longer you keeping boost your efficiency, effectiveness, or you need to be competitive. You want to be more. And then you work overnight and so forth. Sure, that's what I'm saying. Look at the people who work overnight, even if they make a lot of money. By the time they are 40, after 40 years, what happened? Okay? And finally, I like to share with everybody words in Chinese. It says that gentlemen who love money will get it properly. So money is not bad. Money is not bad. Okay? High tech is good, convenient. But money, we need to get it by a proper practice. And this is convenient. Okay? High tech is convenient. Well, this measurement, this continuous glucose measurement is convenient. However, that doesn't convenient of materialistic do not say that we are happy. Okay, you can have all the newest gadget with your meditations and everything, your AI servant, but it doesn't guarantee you happiness. You might be convenient. So that part, the human development and operating part need to come in. The HOS need to come in. Okay, and those part, like right now, for people who teach, for the coach who teach yoga, meditations, and qigong. Once we raise the standard, that become a professional, that AI cannot replace you. Okay, AI cannot replace people who teach meditations, the human operating system stuff. They cannot replace you. So there is always job there. And we need it. Humans need to get paid big time for that, because, hey, this is for the human body maintenance and development. Okay, so we balance out things. So that is my way of thinking, okay? And I just share with you my point of view. I can be right, I can be wrong. And obviously I don't know what is the solution, but I bring up that we need the HOS. Okay? So this is to share with you today.